Hello everyone. Happy sunny Saturday. I hope everybody is having a good Saturday and it's nice and sunny. I am following up on my previous video, and the video was about low effort, possibly low effort behavior, or low effort men, or possibly high maintenance women. How do you differentiate, how do you know where you stand, where you are, and all of that. Thank you guys. Hello, my unexpected live video. I guys want you to know I read all of your comments, and one of my subscribers, Lawrence, he left a comment how he was a high effort man, and he did put a lot of effort, but he ended up he's was sharing how he got hurt by being maybe too much of a high effort and too much of invested, and then have been taken for granted. And so how do you know that your effort is adequate? How do you know that things that you're doing you're not overdoing it? And that is a very good question, and I'd like to share a few things with you. One of the most successful and easy to understand strategies in any relationship, not just dating, is mirror. When you mirror the things that come in your way, and when you mirror people step by step. So for example, we grew up on classics. We people of post-USSR, we actually grew up on classic novels. And very often in a classic novel, the hero, the man, would come to the woman and he would tell and he would let her know that he's ready to do absolutely everything for her, and that he's ready to basically give up his life and go through many obstacles to win her heart. But one thing that is missing in that novel is whether that woman at all is interested in him, and she even consider him. And I think that is really important to understand that when the lady appreciates your effort, when she enjoys it, she does give you signs, she does give you encouragement. She gave you a genuine thank you. When, for example, you brought flowers to a lady who love flowers, like myself, for example, it just creates a beautiful mood and excitement, and it never gets old. So she would encourage you and shows that that is a pleasant thing, and you will be naturally encouraged to do more. But very often with a man, what happens, you show an effort and the lady just like, oh, okay, thanks. And you disappointed because your efforts were not your efforts maybe were not appreciated, right, or whatever. And you trying to do something else, but this effort wasn't noticed correctly. Maybe she loved the flowers but she doesn't like you. Maybe she likes you but she doesn't like the flowers. So it's kind of one of those things where you have to wait for the feedback to understand what direction you're going. And even being a leader, being a man, you cannot do 10 steps ahead of the lady. Hey Lawrence, I'm just talking about something that you had commented, and how to not be in that situation. Oh, sorry guys. So yes, basically, even once again, even as a man, when you are leader, when you taking decisions, when you doing your thing, you cannot be 3, 5, 10 steps ahead of where she is, because this way you actually over efforting, you almost you skipping 10 phases of natural development of things. You do not wait for her feedback. She does not respond. What is a healthy way for a woman to respond? The healthy way for the woman to respond is to have a desire to spend more time with you, to have a desire to know more about you, to also have some initiatives from her. I told you, gentlemen, before that in Ukrainian culture, man is always a leader and he takes initiatives, but women are very they would surprise you in ways you would not expect. They don't do things the same that the way you do things, but they always find ways to make you feel warm and loved. So that is the healthy response. The healthy response is the things keeping progressing. So they are taking the natural flow of things. You don't have to jump 10 stairs ahead. It's progressing. Your only goal is to do the next right step, the next step. If you feel that you invest in way too much, you get no response, she's just probably not into you. And she doesn't want sometimes to tell you to stop doing that, because she's maybe gaining something from it, but that's not her fault. You have to listen for a response. Let me give you a simple example, and guys, if you're here or you're listening later, please listen. Hey Aaron, good to see you. I would give you the most simple strategy in current world is texting. When somebody sends you a text and you are busy, you're not responding, right? Maybe you're out with somebody else, you're doing something. You're not supposed to be glued to your phone. You're doing something, you're living your life. So you could now respond. The person sent you another text, you're not responding again. Probably you're not on your phone. And then you get another message, and then there is 100 what feels like 100 messages, and the person having a fight with themselves. They accusing you, or they having some things to share with you, but you didn't even have a chance to respond, and they keep writing you. So when you, after 1 day or 2 days, maybe you decide to take a break from the digital world. Maybe you are recharging somewhere or retreating, or maybe you're busy. It's your personal business what you're doing. And when someone is violating your privacy, but they feel that, they think, and guys, this is often you, and you feel like, I'm putting effort to get to know her. No, you actually repelling, you crossing the boundaries, and your effort here is inadequate. I have this rule that if I don't respond to texting, leave me alone. If there is an emergency, call me. All important people in my life knows that I often do not respond to texts because I'm doing something. And last time I checked, my life belongs to me. It doesn't belong to a cell phone. So I have this rule: if there is an emergency, call. Leave a message, leave a voicemail. That's a different thing. But when you're violating, very often you do not mirror the effort. You do not have patience. You do not have patience to wait for the response. And when you get no response, you keep getting better effort. You bring, more things. You make more plans. You you come over more, but you getting less and less response, and you feel like you need to take more and more action, when sometimes you have to listen for the feedback. And this way you will never be over investing. In that situation with you, Lawrence, when that lady sort of as it feels to you, took advantage of you, and you were kind to her and you did so many things for her, there probably were signs in that she wasn't that much into all of this. I can guarantee you, I understand that not everybody can read other people, but if you would just slow down and listen and just give yourself a break and listen to the feedback, you would notice things. Usually those are things when the lady does not ever initiate a contact, or when she is in a hurry, or when her affection is confusing. One day she's affectionate, another day she's not. It's always a confusion. The true connection between people does not hurt. It does not keep you like waiting and being anxious and being scared. The true connection between people make you calm, strong, and excited. Calm because you're not worrying that, oh my gosh, it's that is, when you're 15, 19, that's normal, because this is where we enter this world, right, as future, or or early adulthood. But the true love, we also were taught in the classic novels that true love is something like, oh my god, like, what he gonna say, what he gonna do, is he gonna come, is he not gonna come, does he have somebody else, oh my god. We were, all the classic novels, I used to read them all the time, and I enjoy the beauty of it. But what I don't like, that they put passion as love, and passion has very little to do with love. Passion could be part of love, but passion itself does not ever means love. In fact, a lot of times when you have passion with somebody, it's gone. As soon as you get that passion out, it's gone, because you've never knew the person, you've never connected on deeper levels. I'm not saying passion is bad. I think passion is wonderful, but love is not always a component of that. So love does not have to be a suffer and fear, and it does feel calm. You feel stronger because you're supported, and you feel secure, you trust it, you just relaxed. So, but in order to get to that point, you have to listen to yourself. And when you feel pain, when somebody does not respond in you consistently, or does not treat you with respect, your heart, mind, and soul is trying to tell you, wrong way. You are not treated well in this relationship. You are not appreciated. And from my own experience, asking for respect, or asking for attention, or asking for support in a right relationship is not needed. Because in a right relationship, the respect, the desire to understand how the other party feels, those are just natural things. So when you need to ask for attention, when you need to ask for support, when you need to ask for all of those things, you are probably in the wrong place, and that is why you are hurting. The reason why you have pain is your heart and your spirit, your body, mind, and soul is trying to protect you. The pain is a good thing. It's a science that tells you wrong way. So if somebody rejecting you or not responding you do not keep to bombard them with messages, or whatever efforts you put. You just leave them alone. You leave them alone. You let them think about it. You give them a chance to come back to you. You give them time to process. If you're always hanging out with a woman, you try to be in her every, wherever she goes, she gets suffocated and she has no time to miss you. She has no time to process. She has no time to realize, how wonderful and important you are. So sometimes you got to just make a self check. So I hope that will help you guys. It's not that hard. We have to learn to read another person, right? So who I have today on the call? I know I did not announce. Hey guys, thank you so much for the compliments. Who do I have? I have Lawrence, I have Aaron, I have Glenn. Lawrence, you have to connect to your own self. It has less to do with the woman, but it has more to do with you. Trust me. Trust me. I know you had moments when you knew something was wrong, and if you hadn't, you just gotta learn how to listen to your own self. Believe me. You say women are actresses. If I would tell you, I mean, it goes both ways. If I would tell you things that I've heard from men during my lifetime, since I was like 15, I could write a book. Seriously, the stuff, the compliments, the letters, and some of it meant something and some of it meant nothing. It just, people have their goals and then they try to get something for nothing. Maybe get you involved and just wanted to have sex with you. That is their goal. So it goes both ways. There are definitely women who are actresses, but you can't. One last thing I'm going to say this. the action and words. The easiest way to see when somebody leads you on or being dishonest is compare their words to their actions. And it's hard to do. It's hard to do when you are emotionally involved, but believe me, each time you compare the words to their actions, follow up, see if the follow up works. Women, we take more passive role, but we also have a lot of actions. We also have a lot of things going on that involved our execution of how we feel and how we act. So it's next to impossible to not get tired from saying the words and doing the action, doing the actions you don't want to do. So with men, it's even easier, when man tells you things and, you believe, you think, oh, this is real. But I recommend this to all my female friends. And I did this myself, and I just was feeling confused because somebody, for example, man or woman, right? Somebody tell you they love you, they cannot live without you, so you're happy and excited. But there is something that just isn't right. This is the moment when you take a piece of paper, you put down the amount of time you knew a person, the things that this person tell they were going to do, and the things that they actually done. And here you do the math. You just do the math and you will clearly see. If you knew somebody for 4 years and you saw them one time, regardless of how they tell you they feel about you, they rejected to see you more times. For example, just saying example out of from the sky, they are probably not genuinely interested. You probably not a priority. You probably on a very you're last on the list. Sometimes you have to face it and it's very painful. But once again, you can divide the page in two and write the positive things, the things that were happening, and the things that were only talked about and never happening. And you'll see. It's really easy to see. And the cool thing about it, it works for men and for women. So I just decided to follow up. Thank you, Lawrence. I'm glad it makes sense to you. Welcome, Shin. First time video, yeah. Welcome, first time for my live show. Great to see you guys. I got to get going. It's a beautiful sunny day. Woohoo! You're gonna see a lot happier version of me, because not seeing sun for months, even with the Florida trips, it's hard sometimes. It's hard to not see the sun for long times. So I'm excited. The spring is here. Hey Glenn, I hope you're getting out on the sunny day. Matthews, I don't know, you probably first time in my live show. Anyways, I don't know, I have some things I'm doing tonight, but I might come out with a live, show. Not sure, maybe tonight or tomorrow. I have so many questions, and I really want to help you guys out. So if you have questions for the live show, you can write them below in the comments below when the video is done, so I'll follow up. In Ukraine, we don't have that much sun in winter. We have some, but not so often. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Just wanted to follow up. I absolutely did not mean that if you getting neglected, mistreated, you have to show up high effort. What I meant is that in my previous video about low effort, high maintenance, is that in US, on average, in small towns, you just used to women to not getting dressed for the date, to not treat it as special, So you show up low effort because you don't want to be made fun of. But for European women, for Eastern European women especially, we usually put quite a bit of effort, and we made special time, and we bring great vibes and great mood, and and we just want to have a great time. Last thing, the date should not be a place to act and perform and be somebody else. It should be a time to recharge and have fun. That's what it's all should be about. When you stop taking everything so serious, and you go out and you have fun, and you just relax, because the right person is gonna recognize you even if you're a mess. Like, even if you maybe even don't look, whatever you got, whatever you have. So there are some people, you'll never be funny enough for them, you'll never be smart enough for them, you'll never be pretty enough for them, because they are not your person. Stop taking rejection so seriously. We need rejection in order to keep moving and find and connect with those people that were meant to be for us. If every single person wanted you, how do you choose? How do you know that you connect? So there is nothing to be upset about. The date and meetings are places to recharge, unwind, have fun, and escape reality for a little bit. So don't make an interview on a day, just have fun. So with that being said, guys, happy Saturday to you all. If you don't have somebody to get on a date today,